All right, everybody. Adam and Mike here at the Just the Tips studio, live and in person.
How you doing, brother?
I'm doing great, man.
Dude, place is looking good.
We're getting there. We're
Yeah.
getting there. It's one step closer every week.
You hit a ball?
Yeah, very softly. I hit a ball. Still working on.
So you hit driver?
I hit my daughter's 3-iron that's been here since I broke ground.
Nice.
I don't know why it's in here. She doesn't hit it, so.
You should have built it, put it into the slab. So if somebody tears that up, they would find
a
3-iron.
3-iron,
Yeah.
the old TaylorMade 3-iron. So. Anyway, well, listen,
right.
It's episode 73, brought to you by
74.
74?
74?
Oh, my goodness.
Yeah.
We do have to plan our 100th episode party.
Yeah.
It's going to be a good one.
Oof.
It's only 25 away.
26 weeks away.
Yeah. 6 months.
Yeah.
That's all.
So what are we in? April, May?
It's October.
October.
Could be a Halloween party.
Yeah, heck yeah, let's do it.
All right. But MyMedicareNY.com, thank you for being our title sponsor. If you're 65 or approaching 65, give Mike and his team, not this Mike. Every time I rewatch it, I go, I think they think you're the guy.
I'm not the guy.
No.
I'm not that guy.
It's Mike from MyMedicareNY.com, but he'll help you out with
free consultation. Check them out.
Yeah, man. So listen, we have good weather finally in the Northeast.
Yeah.
So 75, 80 degree days.
Last week's episode we talked about your spring break.
Mm-hmm.
It was both of our spring breaks, but you were mentally on vacation. I was not. I was still working.
I was on PTO. I filled out a form and everything. I did not have to be on any conference.
But we didn't have the greatest of weather. Mm-hmm. But this past week we did. Yeah. It was a good time.
Yep. So did you get to play this week?
I played a little bit. You know, my older two were off of school, so I didn't get to play much. I tried to drag them out to the course, and that didn't work out so well either. But how about you?
I got a few rounds in, mostly 9 holes. I can't shake this. I'm shooting 40. I shoot 40. I found 55 different ways to shoot 40 so far this year. So, again, I feel good overall. I'm hitting the ball well. Shout out to Trevor Alexander. Caught a little something in my swing that actually made a big difference.
Nice.
He said my hips were too slow, which everybody knows. I have very good hips, okay? Yeah. But when they're slow, I was spraying the ball. So
is that kind of pushy?
Yeah, like I hit that tight draw, and all of a sudden I'm flailing the ball out because my hips are getting lazy and not fast. Okay. I told somebody the feeling I need to have is throwing the kettlebell. When we got that big 25-pounder and we're doing those swings, and the kettlebell's dragging you through, and you can't help but have your pelvis out in front.
Yep.
That's the feeling. So that's helpful.
That's good. I like that. Yep. Might have to incorporate some of those into. Because I'm very upper body swing. Yeah. So I got to get those hips in there.
I'm telling you, man.
Yeah.
So the hips are.
The hips don't lie.
No. Exactly. So it's been great. I've been working with the varsity girls team. We've been having a lot of people come to us that are newer to the game. Yep. Shout out to hooking me up with Don. Me and Don are going to get together.
Did he text you?
Yeah. Well, we had a nice conversation.
Nice.
Yep. So a brand new golfer who's never touched the club before.
Awesome.
I said, hey, just walk me through the basics, and I'm excited about it.
Good.
I really am.
Good. I was excited when he asked. I was like, this is perfect. So, but with that being said, there are some other things that need to be kind of talked about and taught in golf.
There are. And that's the thing is, if I'm talking to one of the girls or a brand new golfer, you forget how anxious they are. You forget how scared they are, really.
Yeah.
They want to play, but...
They're out there on their own.
Do you ever see it? And I'm not old enough to have seen it in person, but it always comes up on reels and stuff. It's I Love Lucy. And you remember I Love Lucy's Black
the show, yeah. Right. I never, I didn't.
So it's Ricky and the other guy, whoever the other guy was, and they love to go and play golf. So the ladies are home, and it's like 1950, and they're like, we want to go play golf with you. And they're like, we don't want these ladies coming to play golf. So they invent all these like really weird special rules, and they make it so hard and complicated and not even fun that the girls quit. Like they're saluting each other before each shot and bowing. And
it doesn't have to go that far, but there is this underlying like secondary rule book.
Yeah.
So
one of the ones, and I've been dying to talk about it because it came up a bunch of times at Tobacco Road and a little bit of Tot Hill Farms, is the sand on the putting green. Sand on
the green.
On the green.
Yeah.
So it's one thing, especially if you're playing these nicer courses that have really nice greens. Or
And
really
have
nice
sand everywhere.
Yeah. So you chip out and you spray some sand up on the green.
Mm-hmm.
Not a big deal.
That happens. There's nothing you can do about it.
You see it on PGA tournaments every week.
Yep.
You'll see the splash of the sand.
Yep. And honestly, you'll see it for the rest of the day there.
Yep.
You know?
The one that's got me though is the sandy footprints from the trap to the hole. And you're like, dude, now you're an old baseball guy, and when you get out of a trap, you shake you decleat yourself like you're stepping into the batter's box.
Oh yeah, definitely.
And I've kind of adopted that, you know.
What else are you gonna do? You got to get that dirt, that sand off of your shoes, not on the green.
Yeah.
Sometimes I do it with like my foot hanging over the bunker, and I'll bang them.
Put
the sand back in there, you know.
I jump up and click my heels.
Yeah, by jump he means gets this far off the ground. No, but you did say that we were at Tobacco. I remember it was hole number 10, and it was just sand everywhere.
It was interfering with the putts. It was clumpy sand. Yeah.
But the pin was front, so there wasn't a bunker nearby. So any of the splashy sand wasn't the issue.
Yeah.
But there was footmarks, like 3 different trails of people's feet with sand on their shoes walking all the way to the hole.
Yeah.
And it's just like, there's no need for it. There's no need for it.
Do whatever you got to do, you know, just, tap your heels together, use the rake, you use the sand wedge, knock it up on the tire of the golf cart, but get that sand off there.
Don't, and do it before you get on the green.
Yeah.
You know?
Yep.
Do not put it on the green.
So that's one that we ran into recently. And then there's another one. It's come up a bunch of times now, and I forgot how anxious it used to make me. And now I don't think about it or care about it until it's like in a really extreme example. And you were saying about the putting green etiquette.
So something has come up pretty recently about putting green etiquette. You know, like where do I chip to, or who has the right of way, and all these things. And it's really about, awareness, like personal awareness.
Mm-hmm.
And, if you see somebody's chipping to a certain flag, don't putt to that flag, or don't get mad if the ball comes rolling through your feet, or, hits your ball while you're putting or anything like that. It's a spatial awareness thing on the putting green. Is just like, be aware. It's free. It's fair game, right? So, like, go ahead. There's no, I was here first or anything like that. It's just awareness thing, and be conscious the whole time.
So I'd say this, like, there's a difference between warming up and practicing, right? So if it's Saturday morning and there's 5 foursomes that are all there in different configurations of being ready to go, and some are, hitting their last putts to go out, and some guys just got there an hour early. The putting green is full, right? But everybody's basically just warming up. So you're hitting a couple of putts, you're talking to the guy, hey, I like those sneakers, oh, did you get a new lap putter? A couple of putts, we're all kind of putting to the same hole. I'm hitting some short ones, I'm hitting some long ones.
You're really just trying to get speed.
But there's also, you come out on a Wednesday night, and there's a college kid there, and he's got 2 tees, and he's dropped a chalk line, and he's got an alignment stick, and he's got a video camera.
That dude's practicing.
Leave him alone.
Yeah, he's practicing.
Don't also hit it to his hole.
Yeah, and he's also obviously putting at this hole.
Yep.
There's 5 other holes that you can practice to.
That's not the one you want to come up and be like, hey, let me hit a flop shot into this one. Right?
Yeah, totally.
That's the other one too. Is I like to chip a lot around the green, and especially give myself hard shots. Like chipping off the fringe to 10 feet, I don't know what that does for you, right? So when I'm chipping, I'm trying to feel out the rough. I'm trying to give myself a couple of hard shots. I want a few things that are low bump and runs and wide open. But, if the green is packed, today's not the day you're going to hit that flop shot off the hard pan.
Yeah, full swing. No, you're right. Like, it all depends on the day. It all depends on the time of the day. It all depends on, how many people are there. But you also don't want to be that guy who's over there chipping 42 range balls onto the green and then get mad that people are in your way. It's like, dude, take 3 balls, right, and chip with those. And chip to the same flag. Go get them, and then move. And then go to the next, or, your next open spot.
I forgot about the guy who gets the range balls and just scatters the green.
Yeah.
Now there's and some places have like Shaker Ridge got a really cool chipping green, right?
Yeah.
So everybody chips onto the green, and then you go and collect 15, 20 balls. You get off the green. It's not a putting green.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
What I'm talking about is we have one putting green.
Yeah.
And this guy's gonna chip a basket of balls. The large bucket.
To like 14 to every other flag.
Yeah.
Right. So
And you get
yeah,
out
don't
there.
be that guy.
Exactly.
So with that being said, there are certain types of guys on the course,
Yep.
right? Like there's certain types of golf guys, and we're gonna go down. We have a list. We have a pretty big list,
Yeah.
right? We're gonna do our 5,
Yep.
right? And
So, and I've seen videos like this, and they're pretty spot on. So we're trying to get each other's interpretations. That there's this player, this type of player that we've all seen before on the course, and we've seen them at multiple places all through our lives. And when we see them, the thought of the type of ball they're playing pops directly.
no, not the type of ball they're playing. It's the type of ball that they are.
That represents them?
That represents them. Yeah.
Have you seen this thing on ChatGPT where you ask ChatGPT to take a picture of your animal and make them look like a person?
Oh no.
So we have one of Otis, and he's like this grumpy old man. He's a bulldog, right? And you're like, holy shit, that looks just like what Otis would look like.
Yeah.
Well, this is what this guy or this lady would look like if they were a golf ball.
Yep.
Right?
Yep.
So the first person I got, right?
Okay.
So everybody's seen this guy out there. You don't see him often, right? He plays once a week, but it's on a different day. He's not part of a league, but he fills in for the league. He hits the ball well, but not great. He's wearing regular sneakers. He's wearing like the New Balances that he mows the lawn in, right? He's got socks.
Well, they're the New Balances that will become the lawnmower.
They're not there yet.
Yeah. They're in like 3 months.
They're not the good ones to wear to like to church.
Yeah.
They're not the white ones. They're not church white, but they're not ready for
Like the barbecue. He's got them on at the barbecue when he's grilling.
when he's grilling, right? Not when he goes to a barbecue.
The funniest thing is I know exactly what ball you're talking about. It's so true.
He's got socks, but they're longer than they should be, and for some reason they're thicker than they should be.
I think you're talking about my dad. And one's high, one sock is a little higher than the other one.
A little bit because it's bunched up down into the New Balance. And he's a sweetheart of a guy. You go to play through him, and he's like, "Why don't we just play together?" And you end up like hanging out the afternoon together. And he's super chill.
Yeah, and he's gonna grill you food later.
He's got cargo shorts, but for some reason the cargo shorts are too short. Like the bottoms of the pot, like they're mid thigh.
Yep,
so the
totally.
socks are too high, the shorts are too short. He's got a golf shirt from like the 80s, pristine. It's clean. But it's got like some weird stripes on it, like nobody sees them anymore. Right?
It's not in fashion anymore.
And he's got a hat from a beer company from like the 80s. It's like a Pabst Blue Ribbon hat or like a Miller High Life hat.
He's also a really good softball pitcher.
He's unbelievable softball, right? The other thing too is he's also got a wicked short game. Right?
Yeah.
He's just got great eye.
He's got like some old ass putter too. That's just like a really like old.
What was that? The bullet.
And he's just really good with it.
He is. He's nasty,
Yeah.
and we love this guy out there. But if this dude was a golf ball, he'd be a Kirkland signature.
He totally would be. He would too. He actually shops at Kirkland also.
Well, here's the problem. I have never seen a Kirkland in a box. I've only seen them in the woods.
Right.
That's
Yeah.
the only
Yeah.
place
Like I've never seen a sleeve of Kirkland.
Where do these balls come from?
Kirkland, the store.
That's a store.
That's a store. It's like a Costco like.
They have their own ball brand.
Yeah, they have everything. They just came out with putters and irons and.
Really?
Yeah.
And the balls are rated well.
Yeah.
They're not like.
So there was, I think there was some controversy. I don't remember all of it, but there was some controversy that they were using the same factory as Titleist and were making their Pro Vs, and they had to like kind of switch it up a little bit. But yeah.
All right.
Yeah, he shops. He gets his meat at Kirkland.
He gets
and his golf balls.
his golf balls, and that's where those shorts come from.
Yeah, and his grill set.
And his
it's got golf grips on it.
Golf, I'm telling you. Yep. All right.
All right.
So that's guy number one. We'll call him Kirkland. And
Yeah, his name's Kirk.
Kirk.
Yeah.
I bet it is too.
He looks like a
his
Kirk.
name is Kirk. Okay.
All right. You got another one?
I do. So
Okay.
second guy up. Okay. He just found out he played his last high school or college baseball game. He's a good athlete. He's transitioning into golf. He went out and bought a really expensive golf shoes that look like they hurt. He's got the right socks. He was told not to wear gym shorts to the golf course. Right. He's got a shirt. He's got the one from the pro shop.
Nice.
Right?
Okay,
but
good.
Also untucked.
Oh, yeah.
He's got a set of clubs, okay? Some of them are his grandfather. He's got like his grandfather's 2-iron through 7-iron.
Nice.
Then he's got like a couple of decent clubs, and then he's got whatever the brand new. He's got a QI 35. Okay.
Yeah.
So can you envision this guy?
I am, unfortunately. Does he have he has a 2 through 7, but then he also has a 7, 8, and 9 from another set.
From
So
another
he's got
set.
2 sevens,
Yep.
just in case he breaks one, because he's probably going to break
One's his
it.
favorite 7.
Oh, okay.
One's the one that, and then the other one's the one he chips with. One's the one he hits in the green.
I know this guy.
Right?
I know this guy.
But these are old muscle backs that.
Come on in.
That's all right. We'll edit it out.
What up?
What's going on, guys? They're like old McGregor muscle backs, right? With the rusty faces, and then it's a set of Tommy Armour Silver Scots. The rest of the set.
Oh, I don't know this guy. I mean, I know the guy. I don't know what ball he would be playing or what ball he is.
No, he's just started. Now he's got great eye-hand coordination. He hits the ball a mile. We have no idea where it's going. Right?
I think he's kind of like a party guy.
He's also a party guy.
Yeah.
He's got a lip in, right? He's definitely got 9 high noons in a plastic bag full of ice.
Swipe it. I gotta see this.
All right. He's playing the TaylorMade with the stripe with the big fat
Oh,
stripe.
nice,
Yeah.
nice. All right. Yeah, I could see that.
All right.
I see that.
See that guy?
Okay.
All right. So now these are your next 2.
Okay.
All right.
So, all right. So my guy is this guy. He's kind of similar to your guy. I kind of thought that's where you were going, and it made me a little nervous. This guy, I would say he was a high school athlete also,
Yeah.
but he partied in high school.
Okay.
Right. He was out there having a good time. He would kind of show up to Saturday morning games hungover. Coach would be like, shake his head, but he's a good
He
athlete.
had an older brother who was buying beer, right?
Yeah.
He was also a good athlete, like 4 years older
Yep.
than him, right?
Keg parties out in the cornfields, right?
Yep.
He was always the guy who brought the energy on the bench, and then he washed out. He didn't go to college to play ball or anything like that. So now he picked up the sport, and now he wants to continue it. So he's the guy showing up with, he's bringing the cooler. He's grabbing beers every shot or every hole. He's got music playing every single time. He actually has it clipped onto his belt loop.
He does, or is it the big JBL?
Well, that's one in the cart, and then he brings one out on the putting green on the green. Yeah.
All right, then I'm missing those.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah. He's got them connected too somehow. I don't even know how that works, but yeah, that's what this guy is.
All right. So, but he's also the guy that even though he's got plenty of beer, when the cart girl comes, we got it.
Yeah.
Fireball?
You guys need beers?
Fireball? Fireball shots?
Yeah, he's that guy.
Okay.
Yeah, he's there for fun,
Yep.
beer, and music.
So if that guy was a ball,
He's the party vice.
Party vice.
The
All
party
right.
vice.
There's
Yeah.
I like the party vice. I like the party vice guy.
Yeah.
If we're playing with a handicap,
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
If we're playing a scramble, right? But if we're playing something serious,
Yeah, no, he's not. He don't. He comes,
Yep.
but it ain't fun.
No.
You're out there. You wanna play well.
Yep.
But
So you got to manage his swing intake if you're gonna win with him as a partner.
yeah.
So.
Yeah. So that's the party vice. All right. So next one is this guy. This guy I like to call Bob the golfer.
Okay.
Right. he's out there. He plays a couple times a week. He's doing his thing. He's okay. He knows the game. He is the one hole wonder is what I like to call him.
Okay.
To where he has one hole where he does great, right? He knocks it tight on the toughest one on the course. He birdies it, right? The rest of the round is nothing, and he don't even talk about that. He's like, oh, remember when I birdied number 7?
Yep.
He'll talk about it for like 3 more weeks, right? And that's all he does.
So it's always the toughest hole. So this guy shoots 103, but he birdied the toughest hole. So,
Yeah.
Or he's also the guy who one time hit a 340-yard drive.
Yeah,
Right?
yeah.
340.
Yeah.
It was a little downhill and it was a little downwind,
Yeah.
but it was 340.
But it was also 4 years ago, and he's still talking about it, right?
Yep.
And this is all he talks about. I mean, he knows how to, he dresses like a golfer. I call him Bob the golfer because he's just a generic golfer. If you were to type it in ChatGPT, it would probably spit this guy out.
So it's funny because I assume that he joins the Tuesday Night Men's League so he can tell his story to a different person every week.
That's
So
definitely
he can tell the same story
Yep, totally.
to different people every week.
Yep.
So what type of ball is this guy going to be?
He's a Strixon Q Star.
Q-Star.
Yeah.
Okay, so he's even got the illegal ball. He pays up for the illegal ball.
Yep. That's Bob the golfer right there.
Like I said, I played with Bob a lot, and was Bob at one time a really good golfer who like when he was a kid, like he grew up on a really good course?
No. His dad just said that he was a good golfer, so then he just continued it going.
Yep.
Yeah, I played with Bob.
Yeah.
I played with Bob. Actually, the first time I played Red Hook.
Yeah.
I'm playing with actually my 2 guys right here. I was playing with this guy in my cart, and party guy rolls up in his own cart. It's probably 9:30. He's got like 3 margaritas in his cart. He's like, "You guys ready?" And so Bob the golfer is like, he's like, "Did you ever play here before?" I'm like, no. He's like, I'll help you out. He's like, "You see that tree right there?" He's like, "You want to just kind of be just a little right of that tree?" I'm like, "So the middle of the fairway here?" Like there? He's like, "Well, yeah, but And dude, I actually was doing what he was telling me to do for half the holes.
Yeah.
But yeah, I played with
funny.
Bob the golfer.
So now we're up to our 2 wild cards.
Yeah, no, just one, but we're each going to kind of pick what ball we think this guy is. So
we all know that player out there who they have a reputation, right?
they get put on a list.
They're a beautiful person, right? They're a wonderful human being, right? But when it comes to pace of play, they're just
slow.
Very methodical.
Slow.
And there's no 2 ways about it.
Yeah.
Right? So his name is Slow Steve.
Slow play Steve.
Slow play Steve. Right?
Yeah.
And it's for one of 2 reasons. Either he's really like trying to play really well and he's checking his putts from 6 different directions, or he's oblivious. He's oblivious.
That's the one that gets me. That's the one that gets me.
He's got the cart parked 80 yards away from where his shot is, which is on the opposite side of where he's got to exit
and
the
then
green
he
from.
exits the green super slow, and then takes it the long way around.
Yeah. And then
everything he does is slow.
It's just wrong. It's just as inefficient as you can be. It's an inefficiency problem. So you got the guy who's trying to play great. You got the guy who's inefficient, and then there's just that like, come on, come on.
They're like clueless.
You're just dragging them along.
Yeah.
They're just
like hits his shot and then like watches it.
Yep.
Watches it. Asks you, did that fly into the woods? And then he starts walking, and then he forgot that he left 3 clubs over here, so he's got to go back and pick those up. But there's 0 hustle in there whatsoever.
It's also you find him standing next to you when his ball's nowhere near you.
Yes,
he's telling you. He's
telling you a story. Like, dude, your ball's over there, and it's your shot.
You're
like
80 yards away from me. Why are you standing next to me?
Oh,
right. So this guy. So in your opinion, what type of ball is he?
He's a max fly. He is a max fly. He's a max fly.
All right.
Only because he found it.
Yep.
And then and he's like, I play max flies now.
Now I play max flies.
Yeah. Now I'm a max fly guy.
All right.
Yeah.
Yep. And he will put the box of max flies in the Amazon cart, but then never press purchase. Right.
Yeah. They're just sitting in there.
They've been sitting in there a while.
And then he's wondering where his max flies are.
Could borrow a couple balls, and my max flies are up back order apparently. I didn't get an episode.
What about you? What do you think?
For me, well, I'm kind of famously a chrome soft guy, which I think is like the cool ball. It's like handsome people who never miss a fairway and are elite putters play chrome softs, especially with tri-tracks. Like that's what it is.
Why do I always find chrome softs in the woods on left on 4?
little snap hooky. So to me, the slow players, when I think of slow players, I think of the Pro V1 guy.
Really?
All 100%.
Really?
Yep. And first off, it's the number 1 ball in golf. So statistically, there's more slow players playing this ball than anybody else. But every time I think
they're all on the PGA Tour.
but these balls come in different varieties, right? The guy who is like methodical and trying to play his best golf, this ball is immaculate. It is pristine because he has a wet towel that he takes with him to the green, right?
Yeah.
And he wipes the ball down.
Totally does.
All right. So this is perfect.
And then like sometimes he like forgets to grab his towel, so now he's got to walk back and go get it and then come back.
Not this guy. This guy, he's professional. It's just everything is methodical and takes time. So then the other guy who's just always oblivious, he's playing one of these, right? But it's got a number that's not in the regular box. It's not a 1 through 4.
Yeah.
He's got a 42.
Yeah.
He's got a 00. He's got the year he was born. He's got a 78, right? His high school number was 12, so he's got a Titleist 12.
Yeah.
It's still a Pro V.
Yeah.
He's a little out of whack, right? And then you got the guy who's standing next to you, right? The guy who watched the ball fly into the woods. He's playing a Pro V1 too, but he found it in the water. The thing is 9 years old. It's half of it's covered in mud.
Yeah.
You know, the other half of it is barely readable because it's been knocked off. But it's a Pro V1.
Oh.
It's still a Pro V. I play Pro Vs. Right?
Don't be these guys. Don't be these guys. And buy your shirt.
They're just characters, dude. They're just characters.
So we started this whole conversation or this whole podcast off with etiquette, right? And we're kind of going through this because there is certain things that people do on a golf course. Now, some of them are harmless, right? Like, to me, having a speaker on the golf course, if you're out there for a good time, you're on vacation, harmless, right? Doesn't matter. But some of them are annoying. Some of them are going to get you. People aren't going to want to play golf with you again.
Yeah.
You know, things like that. And obviously, slow play is. Yeah.
I may have had a family member the other day that was told at our club to turn his hat around. I won't tell you who that was, but there's only one other male paddock on my membership, so and it wasn't me. So
good. I'm glad.
Yep.
I'm glad.
The pro shop's like, hey, before you get out there, spin that hat around.
Good.
Yep.
I'm glad.
Yep.
So on day 1 of this season at Volvik, I think it was three or 4 holes in.
I still have nightmares about this guy.
I don't know if you were.
Oh, no, maybe it's something different. I'm sorry.
No. So, and I know what you're talking about. The guy with the purple gym shorts and the socks.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep,
Yeah, that
Crocs
guy.
and socks and
He had like purple gym shorts on and like a blue collared shirt with a jacket. I think he had to have a jacket on because it was like chilly this day. But that's not what I'm talking about. Day 1, 4 or 5 holes in. I spoke to this person before he went out on the first tee. You know, hey, you know, how was your winter? Blah, blah, blah. And then he left. And then I'm waiting for you or whoever's showing up, whatever. And somebody comes in and says, hey, man, it's slow out there already. And this was a half hour later.
Yeah.
And the head pro was like, oh, who is it? And this person was like, you know who it is.
Yeah.
And he like went out there and cracked down. So hopefully, you know, you got to lay the law down early in the season. And the thing is, you got to keep up with it.
Yeah.
You know, you got to have a ranger out there. You know, you don't have to be a jerk right away. But so there is, and let's say this. There's word out there that there is a list at Volvik of people who are known to be slow players.
I don't know if it's in black and white or it's just, you know, it's not posted in the locker room or anything.
No, it's not posted in the locker room. It's posted in Trevor's office, though.
Is it? Is it tacked to the wall? I don't think it's like a formal like on paper list or in a database. I think it's more like a general group of people who have made certain reputations for themselves. I don't think if there's an official list and my name's on there, I'm gonna be pissed.
So play faster.
I play faster.
You have gotten faster.
By the way,
you have gotten faster, but the only way you've gotten faster is why?
I take less time putting.
No, because we told you. We informed you.
So 100%.
Yeah.
So my thing is I was playing very fast for a long time, and then I noticed if I played too fast, I didn't play well. And then I got to the point where I was playing with really good players, and I was grinding to a halt. But we all were, and I didn't think much about it. And then I did. I had people tell me like, "Hey, dude, you're taking way too much time over your putts." Like, well, the best part though is people start giving you 3 and 4 footers because first off, you don't miss them, and second, they don't want us watching 90 seconds lining up a 3-footer.
No, but
so
in all honesty, they should inform everyone who's on that list that you're on the list.
Yeah.
And if you want to get off the list, if you're offended that you're on the list, play faster.
Not offended. Surprised, maybe.
Surprised? Surprised is not the word.
I'm out there playing with everybody else. I thought it was pretty good. Again, I at one point I was the guy with the towel, and the pearly white Pro V.
Was this hard for you to do?
That was Adam from 2 years ago. Okay?
2022, Adam.
I will tell you though, this winter though, I did make a conscious effort to speed up my short game. Watching the guys on tour, and they get a lot of problems on tour right now. Some of these guys who are just murderously slow.
Yeah.
Right? And then who's the fastest guy on tour? They're always talking about him. They're like, if everybody can play like him, there's just one guy who just gets up there and grips it. And
friggin'
Horvat?
No, Oberg.
Yeah. He's ridiculous. Now that's too quick, right? But you are seeing these guys. They're not. And they're putting for millions of dollars. They're putting for FedEx points. They're putting for championships.
They're also putting on lightning fast greens. But they're also trying to make it, right?
But they're not spending 90 seconds to 3 minutes.
And also, here's the deal. The probability of them making it is a lot better than us.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
So that's why I need more time?
No, you need less. Just lag it up there and tap it in. That's what I mean. Like, you got people who... Like, there's mathematically less than a 3% chance that some of these guys are going to make these putts.
Yeah.
And they're sitting there reading it.
Grinding over
it. And I'm like, dude, you probably would have had a better chance at least not 3-putting that if you would have just went up there and felt it, right? And we were talking about that. Who were we talking about that with? Last week. We were talking about athletic putts, right? We were talking about it with Luke. We were talking about it with Luke up in the gym. We were talking about athleticism, that where, if you were shooting a free throw, or throwing a baseball, you're not gonna. If somebody's standing 20 feet away and you have a baseball in your hand, you're not going to sit there and calculate that. How big's my step? How far do I bring my arm back? How far do you don't, no, that's 20 feet. All right. You want to do that.
How's the wind blowing?
Yeah, you want to, you know what I mean? And obviously you're not trying to, throw it through, his mouth.
Yeah.
Same thing with a putt. Like, if you're not going to make that putt, just throw it up there in a general vicinity if you were just throwing a ball to a guy holding a glove, right?
Yep.
You don't have to hit right here. You got to hit right here.
Yep.
Same thing if you're going to have a 25-foot putt.
Yep.
Yeah.
So, long story short is play fast, clean your cleats off after you get out of the trap. Be conscientious on the putting green. And
don't be one of these golf balls. Don't be one of those.
That's it, man.
You can play them.
Yep.
Just don't be like the guy who represents them.
Somebody show me a closed a box of Kirkland's.
Yeah, I want to see.
I don't believe. What's the packaging for Kirkland's?
Yeah, I want to see what the box of a Kirkland looks like.
Did they come in the bag?
Bag of balls.
Bag that the guy then used.
They just come in a shopping bag that you went to Kirkland's.
It's like picking apples or oranges at things. You're like, you just put them in the bag.
Yep, your shorts go in there, your New Balances, and your golf balls.
Exactly, one at a time. They have a sticker on them like a Chiquita banana.
All right, dude, that's good. Episode 74.
In the books.
Listen, sponsors.
Yeah.
MyMedicareNY.com.
Yep. Buy your shirt.
Buy your shirt.
Yeah.
Listen, I jumped on you. Are you mad at me? We haven't really talked about this.
No.
I made another shirt.
Yeah. For Puddles.
For Puddles.
So, but I love it. So now there's a Puddles edition shirt. So originally there was the 2 shirts. There was the Alpine edition winter camo. I had the shield.
Spring swing.
Yep. Then you came out with the Cobra.
Yep, the Cobra.
The Cobra's dope.
That was the April drop.
Yep. So, but then our good friend Puddles from Kiowa, shout out to all the guys down there. Oh, and by the way, check out the Young Golfers on TikTok. A bunch of Kiowa caddies got together to put together a YouTube channel to do a nice job.
Yeah, I got to check that out.
But he designed a shirt.
Yep.
He's a little Irish guy.
Yeah,
little caddy guy.
Little. He's like yay big. He wouldn't even be on camera right
Come
now.
on. Like I said,
But yeah, he wanted a custom designed shirt, so I said, hey, how about we make the shirt and then we put it up on the site, and anybody who wants it can get it.
So black shirt, shamrock, green piping.
Yeah, and green shield on here.
Yeah.
And shamrock on the back.
Yeah, awesome shirt. So
the Lucky Clover.
Yeah. Shaft wipes, shaft wraps, aimbox.
Ooh,
aimbox. Yeah.
Dude, I'm doing some work with that this week. Yeah.
So aimbox replaces 4 alignment sticks. It's a box that has 4 built-in collapsible alignment sticks. You can use it 1 for straight, 2 for rail style. You can put them straight up and down so you can swing inside out, outside in. It is the perfect alignment tool. Get one, go to aimbox.com, grab one up. I think they have a discount code right now where you can get like 10 or 20% off if you could buy it through their
It's really good.
Yeah.
It's built really well.
That thing is solid.
Built really well. And you can just throw it in your golf bag and bring it to the range with you, bring it to the putting green.
Yep. Shout out to the Mashie.
Mashie,
yeah.
yeah.
So Mashie is a performance center in Myrtle Beach. Indoor, almost 10,000 square feet of indoor simulators and training areas, including 1,000 square foot short game area.
Oh yeah.
That has a what is it? A synthetic Bermuda grass that's like.
Yeah, he's got like legit grass there that he spent some. He did his homework with a company and wanted to get that practice area.
This is not Top Golf. This is not a burger and bar and I'll swing the simulator. If you're interested in taking your game to a new level and you live in the greater Myrtle Beach area, even if you're on vacation, stop in, see your boy Chris at the Mashie and hit some balls with him. It'll be worth your time.
Yeah, it's really. We spoke with him, and a performance center is exactly. You want to get your game better. Greater Myrtle Beach. You can play courses that are in Myrtle Beach on his simulators.
Yeah, which I think is wild.
It's awesome.
Caledonian True Blue.
We're gonna play Caledonian True Blue at like in the evening, and then we're gonna play them the next day.
We're gonna sleep at Mashie.
I think we are.
Yeah, we're gonna camp there. He's got an Airbnb option.
Yeah.
So. We have so many other good friends. Shout out to the Swan.
The Swan. Ken at Custom Wedgewoods.
Ken, buddy.
Yeah.
Ken's killing it. Ken told us
he's not even gonna see this because he's too busy in the shop right now.
He hasn't played yet.
I know.
He's one of the best golfers we know. Hasn't been on the course.
He's
yet.
in the shop right now.
So go to Custom Wedgewoods. Get your specialty item from.
We're gonna have some in here.
Yeah.
Actually, I'll grab this one.
Yeah. Oh, there you go.
Ken at Custom Wedgewoods.
Yeah.
This is our ashtray, cigar ashtray. Look at that with the logo inside. This thing is sexy.
Yeah. It's made out of Brazilian teak, walnut wood extract.
Tiger style.
Tiger wood, Brazilian, Chilean sea bass.
This stuff is his stuff is awesome, guys. Custom made. Yeah. Anything that you want, reach out to him. All right.
There you go.
All right, dude.
Like I said, we're very fortunate. We got a ton of good partners. The simulator room's coming together. The golf season is here. Everything's looking up for Just the Tips. Next time, actually between last week's episode and this week's episode, we're going to need a April update for birdie race, for goals, for followers. So we'll get that out before this comes out.
Okay.
All right?
Yep.
Cool. All right, man. This is a good podcast.
Yeah, dude.
All right. Well, I'm Adam.
I'm Mike.
Just the tips.
Yo!